Hey guys, welcome back to Waka Waka. I'll be here. It's so nice to see you. It's been a while since I posted content. I've been quite inconsistent since January 2022, but I'm trying to go back into the groove of posting consistently. And one story that I definitely had in mind, or a content that I've always wanted to create for you guys, especially when I traveled during December. So I went via Ethiopia. So basically that will be my first impression of Ethiopia, even though I have traveled severally through Ethiopia. But because of the COVID-19, and I mean, there were some countries you couldn't even go via. So especially me being Nigerian, so Ethiopia was one of those major routes for me to travel and connect. So here is my first impression of Ethiopia. I actually have a note here on my phone, and I'm just going to, because I had to just jot it down and then share it with you guys. So if there are any Ethiopians in the house, hello, my name is Abby, welcome to my channel. And I have to say that Ethiopia is a beautiful country, and Ethiopia is not just the only beautiful country in Africa. A lot of African countries are beautiful. From my own observation, the first thing that really caught my eyes were the women. Oh my god, they were so pretty, so freaking beautiful. Okay, over the years you just go through either you're having a short stay at the airport, but this time I had 2 days in Ethiopia. So I had enough time to kind of like observe, to look at people properly, to kind of like try to see, as a Nigerian, right? Or if you're even from a different place, there's always this time to compare things and look at what is different from me being Ethiopian or me being Nigerian. I mean, traveling helps a lot. When you go to different places, you kind of like have an idea of, how beautiful the world is and how beautiful people are. And I have to say, in Africa, Ethiopian women are beautiful. Like, they are so beautiful. I'm not capping here, okay? Like, we have a lot of beautiful women in Nigeria, all over Africa, a lot of beautiful women. But I am here saying that Ethiopian women are so freaking beautiful. All right, that's the first one. And then the second thing I also noticed about the women is that they carry their natural hair. A lot of Ethiopian women, because their hair is long, it's wavy, it's like so nice really to see that. I am Nigerian, and as a woman it is normal for me to make braids, to make weaves, to do extension. But in my 2 days of going around, or being at the airport, going into Addis Ababa, what I really observed is that the women had, majority 99% of them had their natural hair. And this is totally different from what I'm used to here. I'm not saying women do not wear their natural hair. I do wear my natural hair too, but on a daily basis, women enter, like, from the daily, what their lives, or what I observed, women entering the taxi, entering the bus, going into the mall, they all had their natural hair on. That was so nice to see. And then the one that would always catch me unaware is that Ethiopia is cold. All right, like it is always cold. But luckily for me, whenever I'm traveling, I always have, like, 3 to 4 layers on, with scarves and inner, the second layer, and then there's a jacket. So depending on where I'm going to, or sometimes you can't just always get it right with weather conditions, especially if you're not from a particular place. So I try to do as much layers. Then I've got my socks and sneakers, no flip-flops. Okay, I've seen people traveling with flip-flops, and for me, that's not one way to go about it. So as it gets colder, I can add on to the layer, or as it gets hotter, I can then shed these layers. But there is always like this renewed reaction that I get once I'm coming out from the airport, right? I mean, from the plane, right? And then you try to connect into that tunnel. The cold just hits him, like, oh my god, it's so cold here. Like, it always catches me unaware how cold Ethiopia is. And then the men, actually, I was speaking to a particular a Nigerian lady at the airport. So I was talking about, I was saying, oh my god, the women are so beautiful. And then she was like, oh, the men are cute too. And I was like, I'm not really sure about the men, but the women are, yeah, they would knock your socks off. Okay, when you look at Ethiopians, right, there's something that really stood out for me, and that's their facial features. they've got small facial features, so small eyes. My eyes are small. I've got small features, but like smaller than this. And I'm not saying everybody, but most of the features that I saw: small mouth, small ears. You see, I've got really small ears, all right, smaller than some Africans that I've communicated with, or even some people here in Nigeria. One thing that really caught my attention, also this was at the airport. I was waiting for my COVID test, and you know, there was a coffee place, and I think I'm sure I had like coffee and some stuff there. And of course, I don't need to oversay this, the coffee in Ethiopia is amazing, like amazing, freaking amazing. And one thing that caught my eyes while I was at the airport was, so there were like these three local women behind me. They were talking or speaking in their language, and then they ordered a particular meal. So I turned around and I looked at it. I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. Let me see, how do I describe it? It's like kind of brownish. It was spread around the plate, and then it had a sauce in the middle, and the three women were using their hand to eat it. So I turned around, I was like, excuse me, what are you guys eating? And they were like, it's chiro. So it's CHIRO. And they were eating away, and they even invited me to join them, but because I wasn't sure if I had COVID or not, and I didn't want to, like, you know, start interacting too much with them and, you know, spread the COVID, I just politely told them thank you. It looks, you know, delicious. It looks really interesting, but I'm sorry I couldn't partake with you guys. So that was one thing that really caught my eyes. Chiro for sure. The language, right? The language is Amharic. When I hear them speak the language, it sounds similar to Arabic, actually, like, you know, the intonation, even the depth of their voice, and even their expression. And so when I was, you know, I was talking to my friend in Nigeria, she was like, you know, try to imitate the local intonation. I'm like, I cannot really do that, because, you know, when it comes to languages, I just stay away from it, really. But the expression, you could tell, like that, I mean, that is what it sounds like to me. And then when we went into the city, we were coming back, we took a taxi guy, and then we agreed on a particular price. Okay, we got scammed. Let me just say right now, we got scammed. And so we agreed on a particular price, and the distance is not really far from the airport. It's just one of the malls in Addis Ababa there. And then when we got to the airport, he now said this, and I said how much, which was a mistake. Instead of me, so I've just given him what I know, what he said to us, he now changed the price, and then he added 20 more to it. And at that point, you know how I get with taxi drivers, like, oh my god, in the foreign country, I'm not going to start again. I am not going to start again. Like, anywhere you go in this world, taxi men are something else. So, but at that point, I didn't want to like start arguing with him or like start creating a scene. I wasn't even the one paying, so it was the other person. So he paid. I just, you know, like, just pay, let's go. Because at that point, I didn't even know if I was going to make it to my destination. I had like bigger issues that I was trying to solve at the airport, so I didn't want to like start stressing myself over something that probably would not be worth it at all. I won't say it's my first time being in Ethiopia, but I would say these are some of my first impressions. These are some of the things. 48 hours in Ethiopia, these are some of the experiences that I did encounter. So this is the end of this vlog. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.